Shalom. Call Halam La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Haracha'a Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth in sincerity. They steered us well and they rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. This the brother Zion, coming at you with another lesson to feed the lambs through the Holy Spirit. Haracha'a Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and to the point. And in this lesson, we are going to get into a new world order. B.R.I.C.S just agreed to welcome Saudi Arabia, Iran, Ethiopia, Egypt, Argentina, and the UAE. Why that's not exactly good for the U.S. And it ain't. Because this is Babylon the Great being on this last leg, man. Okay, America, all right, which is the U.S., which is Babylon the Great, spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Okay, this place is on its last leg, and you are seeing an assembly of nations linking up with Russia to go against this place, man. All right, so let's get into some scriptures. Let's just get straight to it. Okay, because you have to understand that the book of Ezekiel prophesies about Persia, which is the modern day Iran, and Libya was supposed to link up, and they did, with Russia for a protective presence, man. Okay, and what you are currently witnessing, okay, is a conglomerate or an assembly of nations, man. All right, coming together out of the land of the north, and that north country is a dark saying referring to Russia. Okay, and Gog and Magog, which are going to have an assembly of nations. Okay, that is going to be riding with them, man. All right, and that's talking about B.R.I.C.S. And now they added a plus on the end, man, because they are creating their own little NATO and the EU, so to speak. Okay, and NATO and the EU are all European countries, but B.R.I.C.S are assembling those countries outside the EU's allies, basically. Okay, so let's go to Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against it. See, when you get into that word chief prince, it's going into Ra'ashar, which is talking about Russia or the modern day Russians where Putin is currently ruling, man. All right, verse 3. And say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And that's what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is doing right now, putting those hooks into into their jaws. Okay, meaning that he is gonna bring them back, okay, into that ancient warlike spirit of the Soviets, man. Okay, and they not gonna play with America, man. All right, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. You see, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai is going to give them that ancient warlike spirit, man. Spirit of the Soviets. Okay, when they was the Soviet Union, man, he's gonna bring that back. Okay, that ancient warlike spirit, man. Them ancient warlike strategies. Okay, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Tagarma of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. You see, so this is an assortment. Okay, this is an alignment. All right, an assembly of nations, man, going into B.R.I.C.S. and they're all gonna come together, and they're gonna go against America, and they're gonna burn it with fire, man. But there is also a new Slocket. It ain't a new, but it is a major prophecy that has to happen before that happens, which is the implementation of the C-hip, man. All right. And we already got Kill Gates of Hell. He already talking about that, about having a global ID and to make it mandatory. Okay. To where, you will have to be uh it will be mandatory for you to have that, you know, digital ID, man. Okay, globally. And we already know what that means, right? The thing. They are gonna put the thing in you, man. All right. And the Lord said that when that happened, He is gonna speed up time for the elect's sake. And the elder apostles been talking about that for years, decades, man. And everything is lining up because Yahweh Bashem Awashai is dealing directly with Elder Apostle Tahar on down, man. All right, to give us these Jews and to help us, uh, you know, uh, cast light on these dark sayings, man. All right, but let's go to Revelation chapter 13 and verse 2, because that bear is what we're gonna get into. That's the point, and that bear is going into Russia, man. Okay, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Okay, so let's deal with that bear, man. Okay, let's deal with the bear, because it said it had feet of a bear, right? Okay, and the bear is a dark saying, which means the modern day Russians, and the feet represents the end of a society, man. Okay, the beginning of it was Alexander the Great, which is talking about in Daniel 7, which is that leopard. Okay, and the end of that society represents the feet. Okay, so Yahweh Bashem Shai is going to use Russia to bring down this entire Edomite society. That's why it isn't going to go well. That's why it isn't good for the U.S., man. Okay, and Yahweh Bashem Shai is going to raise up Russia. And that's why the Medes are flexing their muscles, man. That's why they are going, uh, you know, and assembling each other to abandon the U.S. dollar, the petrodollar, all of that. Because like Vladimir Putin is picking his shots, kind of like a good boxer. A good boxer is gonna pick his shots, and he ain't gonna be winded, you know, because he is gonna make his move when he gather up all the power that he needs to gather, and then that's when he is gonna invade. Okay, and America is on his last leg, and they losing power. So hey, just like in the hood, man, if you ain't got no power, what else is to do? We gotta fight. And that's what America is on. They gonna fight. All right. And that's gonna kick off the third world war, man. All right. Just like it was spoken about in Revelation, I believe the 11th chapter, the 14th verse, the second woe is past and the third woe cometh quickly. You know, even though that the Russians, they are Edomites as well, but the Medes, all right, which is the Russians, the modern day Russians, they flexing their muscles, man. And they are doing that financially. They doing that with the missiles that they got. They showing America that you can't fuck with them, man. You know? All right. And then that's going to lead to this prophecy, Revelation chapter 17. And we'll close out. In verse 16, it reads, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." See, there's going to be a point in time where, NATO and the EU, okay, they're going to get tired of, you know, dealing with America. And you actually see that now, man, because everyone is pulling out of the efforts of Babylon the Great. No one wants to do so-called business with America anymore. That's why this place is going to get burned with thermonuclear fire, because they're going to get tired of this place. Okay. And look, man, they get more and more tired of this place as the seconds of the day go on, man, because as you can see, uh, America pushes a lot of homo stuff, man, like a lot of mo stuff, man, all across the earth. And a lot of these countries can't stand that shit, man. Like, they really tired of that shit, you know? But also, America has this, this Debo type of spirit, man. Like, if you don't want to do business with me, I'm gonna kill you. Like, that is basically how America works. Okay, now everyone is coming together with their own local currencies backed by natural resources, even though that all of their money is digital too. So don't act like they got the physical cash and then everything's gonna be digital all across the board. Because Brazil, they came out with their digital currency like 2 weeks ago. It's called Drex, Digital Real Economy X, you know, and they are all coming together, all right, with their local currencies backed by natural resources to box America out. And once you box out a person that been getting money and that have been bullying for all this long, that's gonna kick off a war. And this is what we want, okay? Because we are one step closer to getting the hell out of here, man. All right. "And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." Right. So all of these countries, they're going to get a point in time where they're going to hate this place, okay, to the point where they want to nuke it. And that's what's going to happen. All right. There might be a point in time where, you know, Russia might nuke all of New York, or he might nuke all of Cali or something, or, half of Cali. And they'll go back to the table and they'll negotiate. And then, Babylon or nuke whatever country. They come back to the table and they gonna negotiate. They're gonna be a point in time where everybody just gonna say fuck it and they just gonna nuke this place, man. All right. But all of that gotta happen the time of the MO to the T to the B getting implemented globally, mandatory. And in that time, brothers is gonna be getting delivered. All right. Brothers gonna be getting beamed up. Sisters gonna be getting beamed up. Babies gonna be getting beamed up. The elect is gonna get getting beamed up. And missiles gonna be coming down, man. And also it's gonna be controlled fire from the chariots as well, to add on to that heat to Babylon the Great. So Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying, and to the point, I want to give infinite honors, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakradash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and sincerity. They steered us well and they rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. We on the next one. Abaratazah. Shalom.